Is Jackie Freelend joining us on Off the Bench on Talk 102.3. And Coach Freelend, how are we doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good. So before we start talking about your team last week in Murfreesboro, want to throw it out there to you for everybody that does not know. You are a University of Alabama alum. And pretty eventful, pretty good weekend for the Crimson Tide there. So thoughts on the big series win over Tennessee to get back to Oklahoma City in the Women's College World Series?
Oh, it was a great win. I actually got to go to the second game, and it was the 14-inning game that lasted like 4.5 hours. So it was super exciting to see Alabama be able to beat Tennessee. You know, that's a huge rival in itself. So that was really exciting, and I'm really excited for Coach Murphy to take them back to the World Series again this year.
So just, everybody knows, like you said, the rivalry with Tennessee and Alabama on the football side, and, Auburn is always the big rival for Alabama. So on the softball side, when you were on the team there in Tuscaloosa, where did it rank for you or for your team as well when you played? Was it Tennessee, was it Auburn, or was it kind of a neck-and-neck, like 1A, 1B type situation?
It was really all of both of them.
Gotcha.
It was always good to beat Auburn or beat Tennessee, and then throw in LSU and Georgia. Those are always big rivals, too, especially in softball.
Perfect, for sure. And so pretty much what you're saying is it didn't matter. It was just any conference opponent pretty much was the rival for sure, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Well, that's good stuff. Well, let's just move on to why we brought you on tonight. Obviously, we mentioned the first segment there. Back-to-back state championships for you and your team, the third in school history. Big win over USJ in the championship game, and just kind of recap what you saw. I didn't get to hear your post game, sound post game on Thursday. The weather kind of delayed the start of the game, and your standout on the bump, Ella Cunningham, got off to a slow start, but the team kind of settled down, and the bats came to life later in the game and got the big win to bring home the hardware.
Yeah, I think what's been really good about our team all year is that different people step up in different situations. I think in our state championship game, we had quite a few hits, but a lot of them came from our underclassmen. So I think that's what was so special about our team is that 1 through 9, we were strong. So if someone was struggling, we had other people there that can pick them up as well. And our team was just always one that picked each other up no matter what. So it was a really exciting game. And I know we were down early, but I know our team and me and my coaching staff believed that we could still win. And that was something that stood out about our team. They always believed that they could win a game no matter what the score was.
Yeah, for sure. And, your two seniors there, Cunningham and also Kennedy Stinson, Stinson had a pretty good, 3-game stretch there as well. Talk about those two young ladies and what they meant to you and your program, and kind of, how fitting the final out in the 7th inning, both of your seniors had their hands on the final out.
Oh, the last out was such a cool moment for Ella to pitch it and Kennedy to make that last out, a fly ball in center field. But I can't even describe what they mean to our program. They're great leaders on and off the field. They have an incredible work ethic, and our younger girls look up to them. And they just really bought into the culture of our program, and they are definitely passing it down. And we're going to miss them so much. I haven't even comprehended yet. They're not coming back. But they're just the type of seniors you want on your team to lead your team.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned the underclassmen bats, just a second ago, kind of getting things going in that stretch. I think where you guys scored 5 innings in the bottom of the 6th inning. You had Avery Dans, Phillips, Beta Cox, and Brayley Raby. I think had 2 hit performances for you guys, and Emery Masterson. I remember that the bomb that she launched on that double that brought in, I think, a run or 2 as well. So the future definitely looked bright for next year, like you said, with those underclassmen stepping up, especially at the plate, and being ready to kind of fill those shoes that Cunningham and Stinson had this year.
Yes, our future does look bright. I'm really excited to see what those underclassmen can do next year. And really, it's just a credit to our seniors, too, and the players before. that they've just really kind of passed down what our program stands for. We talk about the word mudita all the time, which is having joy in each other's success. And I think that that's something that they really do, is celebrate each other. They want their teammates to do well. They want to stay positive for them. And just things like that, that they're passing down to all the people that are coming up.
Absolutely. You're listening to Silverdale softball head coach Jackie Freelend on Off the Bench on Talk 102.3. And you guys, I put it in my article on FetchYourNews.com, nifty 50. The win gave you guys 50 wins on the season. The gold standard number is 50. Guys brought home 50 as well. So, with a 50-3 mark like that, talk about kind of how you keep your team motivated, because obviously, a lot of storylines written about you guys, both not just local but also national, being ranked in the Max Preps top 25. Kind of talk about just how what your process is to keep a team motivated like that has had success in the last couple of years, but still finding ways to look ahead and get more wins. Well,
I think that for us, like I said, we have a special group of girls, and they set goals at the beginning of the season, and they're willing to work hard to reach those goals. And I think something we did this year that we haven't done before is I took them on a mission trip, and we went on a mission trip to an island in the Bahamas called Eleuthera. So you want to talk about getting close with your team. I mean, we were in close quarters, staying all together. And I think we just really became a family in that moment. You get to see people in a different light. And I think just this team is so special because of the bond they have. And we just took really, after that, we had our goals, but we were just going to take one game at a time. We knew we were playing for something bigger than just softball. We're trying to be better people, learn how to accept failure, be great teammates. So there's all these other things that we were working toward, and as well as wanting to win a state championship. But they just did those things all season long, all about the process and one pitch, one game at a time.
Well, check off all those boxes across the board all season for you guys. So, obviously, the off season's here, and but it's no rest for the weary. I'm sure. I know a lot of players across the area playing select ball and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So, what do you, I guess, and your team doing to kind of relax and unplug and kind of enjoy the summer before we get going back in August?
I think a lot of our girls are taking maybe, like you said, they're ready for travel ball. They take a little time off, and we don't really get going until the fall, because I also coach middle school softball, so I've got that coming up pretty quickly. And what's really cool about our program is you can play in our program from 5th through 12th grade. And so a lot of our older kids will actually come and help me out and coach the middle school team. So that's kind of something neat that we've developed is, mentoring those younger girls for when they get to high school. But hopefully there's a lot of rest and relaxation and all that before we get going again in October.
Well, definitely plenty of time to kind of enjoy the moment in the work you guys put in this year and enjoying a state championship. But I'm sure you guys will be ready to rock and roll, as you said, come the fall and be ready to go for another championship there and just compete at a high level for sure. I think number one for sure. So, well, Coach Freelend, just thank you so much for taking the time to join us right here on Off the Bench on Talk 102.3, and we will definitely talk soon, okay?
Thank you so much for having me.